Привет!
My name is Alke, and now we will discuss about our life experience and backgrounds in learning English. Firstly, can you share your background in terms of language learning?
Okay, if I briefly tell you about my experience of learning English, I started my journey back in the third grade when my mom enrolled me in courses, but then I made no progress because I had no interest in learning. But I began to be interested in English at the seventh grade when I changed schools. There we started reading various interesting books and watching films in class, after which we staged debates or skits, and it motivated me because I love reading books. And I like that you can combine a hobby and a lesson at the same time. You can do your favorite thing and learn something new by doing it.
And next about me, I'm 20. I'm studying two foreign language at Astana International University, and my experience in learning English began in second grade, but I only became interested in eighth grade. Thanks to the Access program, which I studied for 2 years for free English, we were taught by native speakers, sent to the team buildings and a camp every year, introduced to the traditions and events of America. This program was supported by the USA.
Okay, can you tell me about the initial challenges you faced when you start to learn English?
And I had some speech problems in learning English. First is accent. I had a strong accent on the pronunciation of English words, and limited vocabulary made it difficult for me to express my thoughts and understand text. This can lead to misunderstanding and uncertainty in conversation. I had encountered the problem of fear of anxiety when speaking in English, which can reduce confidence and freedom in communication. And it all depends on lack of practice. Limited practice and the lack of communication in English can lead to forgetting and language skills.
At the beginning of learning a language and even now, I have some difficulties with listening and speaking too. Since at school, this is always missed, and the attention is paid mainly to grammar and the vocabulary, but we all forget all this because we don't practice.
Can you remember some English resources that you used at the beginning of the learning?
I remember a book with a blue cover, Cambridge Grammar in Use. We used to learn grammar from it, and it's very useful because there you can learn a theory and at the same time practice doing assignments. And the Solutions book series is intended for regular lessons. There is also a task on grammar and speaking and writing and also listening. But these books are not convenient to carry with you all the time. So you can also learn through the application, but I haven't used any yet. Maybe you have used some and I can recommend them.
We also learned English with the Solution book series and with New File book series. And I don't use language learning apps, but I know Memrise is a user-generated learning platform that uses flashcards as a learning tool.
And for conclusion, I advise you to practice listening and speaking skills if you are learning English for yourselves, because if you want to travel, you don't really need grammar and you will communicate with people, you must understand their speech and answer them. And you also need to devote at least half an hour a day to practice, and so you can learn faster. And there is no need to be embarrassed or afraid that you will mistake. Because this is not your native language and everyone makes mistakes.
Yes, Margaret, I agree with you. We should spend time on listening and speaking, but we shouldn't forget about grammar, and grammar must be taught diligently.
And
That's all.
See you next time. Goodbye.
Goodbye.